Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your September 2023 reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that comes out is you, your masculine side, the King of Wands. So, we're talking about the way you bring your energy, your willpower, your ambition, your drive, all of these things right there. After, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. When the Two of Swords is in reverse, this is when either we're not conscious of the choice we have of actually holding two truths within ourselves, or an old lie, or even being in a certain paradox and not being conscious about it, or refusing to make a decision. And the third card is an Ace of Wands. So, of course, last month being your fellow fire month here with the Lion's Gate and all of that. And this month, at the end of the month, we have the full moon in Aries, another fire brother here. So, of course, I'm not surprised to see that maybe the full moon will bring you this new spark of energy within you. But as we look at the aces, they are in the hand of God. It is always up to us to grab it and have the energy to go to that castle over there. So let's look. Here, King of Wands, we have the Six of Wands and the Eight of Wands in reverse with the Pope. So this could be, your Two of Swords. Because the Pope is all about discernment, having sovereignty and power over our reality, as above, so below. This is what I choose that will be incarnated or not. It's the Pope. But here, we would have liked to have this like that, where I acknowledged I'm back from war. I'm not fighting anymore. My wands are balanced in my heart. And here I'm in the flow of the divine, of life, serendipity, making one moves and then there's another one and so on. But I keep the rhythm because I'm in faith. Because I know I have sovereignty over the outcome. But here there's kind of a little hiccup. These two things do not correspond together. So that is probably what you need to be conscious about so you can make a decision. What is happening under the moon here in my unconscious that allows these two truths to be within me at the same time? And here you're kind of going to get it. Ace of Sword. Still in the hand of God, but it's enough to make you want to stop juggling. Because those two things at the same time makes no choice but to juggle. I haven't quite acknowledged myself. I am not really in the flow of life. Maybe I'm still conflicted. Maybe I'm still on the defensive. Maybe I still need to prove myself. But sometimes I'm in my power, I'm in my discernment, I'm allowing Jupiter to pass through me. So, juggling. Under we have the Four of Wands, which a bit like the Two of Swords, this at this point, a bit like probably when you're going to get this, when everything will be up on the surface during the month, you will have the opportunity to cross that canopy and live your energy to its best in the celebration of life. That Ace of Wands gives us a Page of Pentacle and a Three of Pentacle. And under that, the Sun and the Ten of Pentacle. So this readjustment, I would call it, actually brings right away the seed that you know exactly how you're going to build it. It is solid, and here is the sun, your solar plexus, very fiery and fire and earth at the end of the month. So we are readjusting a truth so that your fire can really back up what you want to build, plant, and grow. Bottom of the deck, I do have you, Sagittarius, talking about divine timing. And divine timing, it's when all the conditions are now ready. If we want to make a bread, this is when the yeast has been activated. So here, let's clarify this for you, my beautiful Sagittarius. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Sagittarius for the month of September 2023. All right. Okay. Let's look at that King of Wands. King of Wands for Sagittarius, Spirit. Show me the King of Wands. All right. So we have to make a decision. And here, it's like if you've decided to stop waiting, okay? You've decided I'm not waiting anymore, okay? I'm looking at what I've grown until now. It's probably not this, okay? This guy does not look very satisfied over what he has grown until now. His wand is not a wand of passion. It's turned into a shovel, okay? So the energy is used to pay the bills, do the motions, tripalium, work, slavery, okay? Like I'm going through the motions, but this does not feed me. So I have to make a decision here. It is my King of Wands that is being triggered in a way. What you doing kind of thing. Let's look at that. 8 of Wands and 6 of Wands in reverse. So I'm not in that balanced willpower that generates in the flow of things what would actually nourish me, Pentacle world. All right. Okay. So here is that Ace of Wands. So that means it's not just appearing at the end of the month. It's already floating over your head right now. And here I have the Hangman with it upright. It's reversed, but he got his illumination. He sees this from a different angle. He actually looks at the Two of Cups in reverse, 7 of Cups. This is when we're looking at the mirrors, at what people tell us, at what people show us about us from a completely different angle. Not lost in projections from maybe our old wounds that are being mirrored, that maybe would paralyze us for a long time until we look at things and maybe there, Sagittarius, you're thinking, okay, why am I letting myself be stopped by other people's visions of me? Time for me to have, or the fear of disapproval of whatever would come from outside of you, from a mirror. Okay? It's time to be the Pope, to be sovereign over my life. Sovereign over, here, Seven of Cups. This is all my projections, because my emotions are all over the place. And when I'm trying to expand, and we know the Pope is ruled by Jupiter, when I'm trying to expand, it creates a cloud of unknowing. Here, all my unconsciousness, all that it has been hidden under the moon, that it was part of the old cycle that is slowly crumbling, that is preventing me to move forward towards my success, because I cannot see it. I cannot accomplish, experiment, go for what I cannot conceive. That's why the Queen of Swords is crucial to any endeavor, because she decides what you perceive. If I perceive a way out, a light at the end of the tunnel, I will reach it. If I cannot perceive it, I will never reach it. If I can perceive me being successful, building something that is completely aligned with my self-expression, joy, fulfillment, then I will reach that path. But I need to be able to perceive it. Let's look at that Two of Swords in reverse. And if I cannot perceive the option, then I cannot choose it now, can I? Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords in reverse for Sagittarius? Perceiving a different way of doing things. Oops. All right. King of Pentacle. Nine of Pentacle in reverse with the Four of Cups in reverse. So right away, this is mostly about knowing your strength by yourself, that you already have all that it takes, okay? And that what you've lived in the past does not determine what is possible for you in the future. The Four of Cups is a limiting, an emotionally limiting card, because we don't believe in the Ace of Cups. We don't believe in a higher vibration, because Cups is vibration, like the ripples on the water. This is what creates, it's like the machine that creates our own vibration. In it is the memory of everything we've went through. If we've processed it, it's the light of it. If we haven't processed it, processed it, then it's a cloud, or it's negative. And here is the choice we have to make. Show me that Ace of Swords. So it's almost like you gotta believe in that, making a judgment. Two of Wands. So Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands. You're really at a hinged moment here. In order to bring my fire in a different way, I have to be conscious that there's a different way of doing things. I have to pull a judgment on it. Four of Wands. If I want to be able to cross the canopy, I have to believe that it's there, and that what is on the other side is going to be different than what I've known. I have to be able to choose to go for it. That's nice, because that's what would come after this. This, I don't believe in the cup. This, I'm starting to doubt it. Okay, that maybe there is something. Here, I'm actually making the move to go for it. Making the decision to go for that cup that's going to make my life a lot more pleasant. I'm willing to transform my waters. What is that Ace of Wands? Ah, that Ace of Wands is an Ace of Pentacles also that you need to have faith in. Because it's fair. Page of... So, having the energy, the capacity, the will to grab that Ace of Pentacles and to build it into what we want. Here, grabbing it against the unknown, against maybe unconscious fears, against maybe juggling here. We gotta stop juggling. This is right beside the juggling in reverse. But since the first cards are the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, and this was on top of it, it's taking your courage and stop moving back and forward and all of this, and actually, you know, Knight of Wands gives us the courage to pull through against all odds, because he's not attached to the past or paralyzed in front of a maybe future. He's in the here and now. And this is where we are the most powerful. That's why the Knight of Wands is the strongest in its pure form energy of fire, because he's in the here and now. Nothing stops him. Let's look at the Sun and the Ten of Sun. Ten of Swords in reverse. Perfect. This is really, it's the fire, and it's most beautiful. It's the salvation of fire here, Sagittarius. Well, you're rising above your limits. You're rising above the emotional limits, the mental limits, and you're pushing through. It's the Phoenix rising above a stagnating where you were stuck in a paradox. So it's getting unstuck by pushing the fire here. I'm going to call this beautiful fire, because you're on fire. You're on fire. There you go. And you're going to feel it at the end of the month. But it won't be a crazy fire going all over the place, because since the Pentacle and the Three of Pentacles is there, it's a fire that's going to be used to plant what is going to be the next 10 years for you. So, yes, you're on fire, my beautiful Sagittarius. So on this, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, there's the website below. You go there in the service section. You'll have all the different readings, and you can book on the schedule and so on. Very user-friendly. Thank you also for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And of course, I ask the universe to give you back in the way that you need. So don't forget the new moon and full moon for your wishes and opening up to receive insight and intuition and vision, energy, whatever you need. So on that, my beautiful Sagittarius, all my love and light, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.